It's that time of year, shortly before Christmas, where we randomly celebrate scary stuff. So in this video, I go through 5 must-buy scary games for the Nintendo Switch. The Outlast series were groundbreaking in the sense they set out the marker for how hide-and-seek horror games should be created. Outlast quickly became a horror classic after its release on PC back in 2013, and the game finally made its way to Switch back in 2018. The story of Outlast follows journalist Miles Upshur following up on a tip about Mount Massive Asylum, where he quickly becomes involved in a life or death situation as he battles his way through the asylum for his life. If you want something that is going to provide you with a good jump scare or even 100 jump scares, this is definitely going to be a game for you. Now, if you're looking for a horror title that you can beat in 1 or 2 sittings and be captivated the whole way through, this game is definitely a good choice for you. Little Nightmares is a puzzle platformer horror adventure game. In the game, you control a little girl named Six, who sneaks through the bowels of the moor, a massive iron vessel designed for much larger inhabitants. Throughout the moor, she encounters several gnomes, small skittish creatures that either flee her or passively observe her. She also has the option to hug the gnomes should she get close to them. Through the prison, where captured children are held, Six evades hungry leeches that invest its depths and a pair of artificial eyes that will turn her to stone should she be caught in their lights. Now, I wanted to give a little bit of a description of this because this is a really strange game, very creepy, and I feel it's very fitting for this time of year. Deadly Premonition has always had a special place in my heart due to the very unique and quirky storytelling. Deadly Premonition is set in a fictional universe in which good and evil are spread by the messengers, influenced by the forest and red tree respectively. Throughout the game, the protagonist Francis York Morgan periodically visits 2 supernatural rooms, the White Room and the Red Room. The White Room represents a normal subconscious, while the Red Room represents one influenced by evil. Honestly, the director of this game has nailed this spooky story, and if you want a hidden gem, despite how dated this can run and look, pick this game up, especially if you can find it on sale on the eShop. Detention is a game completely different to any other. Made by Taiwanese game studio Red Candle Games, the game is set in 1960s Taiwan during the White Terror, a period of martial law and suppression that lasted 38 years. 2 students find themselves essentially imprisoned in Greenwood High School and stalked by evil creatures called the Lingard. They have to hide from the monsters while making their way through the school, uncovering strange mysteries along the way. Although maybe not the scariest game ever made, it's certainly one of those games that will send a shiver down your spine, and one that all Switch owners who have that urge to play something scary around this time of year should definitely pick up. Now, I don't feel any horror game list is complete without this entry. So the game that made horror games mainstream is Resident Evil Remake on the Switch, which captures all the old terror whilst feeling a little bit more new gen compared to the original release back on PS1 over 20 years ago. Just like in the original, players can choose to play either as Chris Redfield or Jill Valentine as their STARS team explores the mysterious mansion. The remake is still widely praised as one of the best and scariest entries in the entire franchise, and if you want to dive into horror games for the first time, or want to replay probably the most historic horror game of all time, now you can on Switch, and I can't recommend Resident Evil highly enough. Any games you feel I should have put in this list? Let me know in the comments below. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the content, and until next time, see you later.